Our culture is so overstimulated and so disconnected from self and from nature. It's why we have problems with addiction and attention deficit disorder and a need for constant entertainment and distraction and all of that. If there's anything that I want people to take away from my work, it's just silence. I learned Transcendental Meditation when I was 33, and it really changed my life. I had not been making any kind of art at all, and I realized after a few months that I really wanted a way to understand how my consciousness was evolving. I wanted a language, like a feedback loop, because I could feel that these major transformations in myself, how I saw myself in the world, how I saw the world, and I wanted a way to understand that, to kind of mirror that and look at it. So I went back to the University of Minnesota and studied printmaking, and from there got involved in paper making, and from there got involved in sculpture. I've always loved barnacles. They were just such an integral part of my childhood because we would go to the Maine coast every summer and I would run around barefoot and get my feet cut up on them. And they're just interesting little animals, and I just thought they're a great shape. What's really great to me about nature is that you see these patterns over and over and over again. You know, fractal geometry, I think, is really exciting. This is the hot melt glue gun. This is the one where I burn myself regularly. I like the repetitive activity of making these 2,500 little modules because that in itself is a very meditative activity. And I hope that the energy that I feel when I'm working on my pieces is actually perceptible. At a glance, there are 2,500 of these little cone shapes, and you can see they're alike, but then when you look at them closely, you see they're all very different. That reflects every living creature, I think. We're ultimately all connected, all part of each other, all part of this larger thing that's really more alike than different, and yet there's this incredible diversity that we have on this planet. Art is it's just so much more than what most people really think it is. It's just a way to examine your entire universe, really.
Minnesota Original is made possible by the State Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.